everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're keeping well and keeping safe. Now in today's video, I'm going to talk about Vascular Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. Now you may see me looking that way a little bit from time to time. And if you do see me looking that way, it's because I'm looking at a screen where I have my notes. Because it's not always easy to remember things, and I struggle with my memory, especially short-term memory. So it's just a little prompt. So, vascular EDS. It is estimated to affect between 1 in 50,000 and 1 in 200,000 people. It's caused by a gene mutation affecting a major protein, which causes weakness in vessel walls and hollow organs. Now, this condition is characterized by aneurysms. For those that don't know what that is, it's basically a bulge in the artery. But do seek medical professionals who will give you more information about that. Also characterized by rupture of the bowel and rupture of the womb during pregnancy. Managing and monitoring the condition improves the person's outlook and requires specialists from all different fields. For persons who are needing treatment or having tests done, it is advised that a person with vascular EDS avoid invasive tests and procedures done unless absolutely necessary. Because for those without vascular EDS, or really any EDS, but in particular vascular, it could damage the fragile tissues and organs of someone. So once somebody has the diagnosis, that person is in a better position to receive appropriate medical care. Now, many people with vascular EDS live a normal, fulfilled, enjoyable life and have no problems. However, there are some people who do have problems, and because they have fragile connective tissues as a condition, it's caused by faulty type 3 collagen. Now, to be diagnosed of vascular EDS, these may be based upon subtle signs in the physical appearance, together with medical history. Many people who do not have vascular EDS can have similar features, as many are common within the general population. Also, not everyone with a confirmed diagnosis of vascular EDS has all the typical features. And that kind of goes for many of the types. Now, these common features include a history of easy and significant bruising, often from birth, so a child could be black and blue all over through hardly any trauma. Varicose veins developing at a younger age than usual. Lobeless ears, fine hair which may be thinning in. Unusually visible veins, so like your wrists, your face, your body. Thin nose and thin lips. Prominent eyes. Premature aging of the skin on hands and feet. Many people without a family history of the condition, a diagnosis of vascular EDS is not considered until they present with a medical emergency, such as dissection or rupture of an artery or an organ rupture, for example, bowel or the womb, or after discovery of one or more aneurysms. Another way of describing it is a swelling in the artery. There are many other medical conditions that have some of the same symptoms, and therefore it's very important that a suspected diagnosis of vascular EDS is confirmed by a genetic test. The gene associated with vascular EDS is called COL3A1, and an alteration in this gene is found in over 99% of people who have a clinical diagnosis of vascular EDS. In rare cases, a scan and genetic testing does not always confirm the diagnosis, and therefore a skin biopsy to look at the collagen fibres with electron microscope may help clarify whether vascular EDS is the correct diagnosis. But it's very important to get the correct diagnosis, especially with vascular EDS. So living with vascular EDS. Although you may have been recently diagnosed with this, you'll have had vascular EDS since the moment you were born, as it's genetic. And since the moment you were conceived, really. Some people will have had a normal childhood and may not experience any significant problems until much later. Others will have had signs from a young age. And day to day, many people with vascular EDS are at risk of problems due to fragile blood vessels and hollow organs which could rupture. These events are so unpredictable, so they often result in emergency situations, and it's so important that you alert the medical professionals as soon as possible if you can. But you can buy the medical alert wristbands, or you can have a card which goes in your purse or your wallet. Do check out the website. I'll add the link to the EDS Support UK website, and you can choose which one you'd prefer. This is Pixie, for anybody that's new, my little companion. And whenever I'm having really bad days with pain, fatigue, I'm just feeling a bit anxious, a bit down, she's always there to comfort me. Really, like, she follows me around. And she's not afraid of my walking frame either, or my wheelchair. You want to sit down, baby? No? It can be challenging living with vascular EDS and to coming to terms with this new diagnosis. So if you are struggling, please do seek the therapy, a counsellor, or even the team that diagnosed you. They will provide you with as much support as possible and help your family as well. And they will help you come up with strategies with how to cope with these feelings and a different way of living. Now, they do encourage you to take activities, but they are risky. Pregnancy. Now, any pregnancy, especially those with vascular EDS, puts the cardiovascular system, which is the heart and blood vessels, under exceptional pressure. And there are additional risks for those women who are pregnant due to blood vessel fragility. It doesn't mean that you can't get pregnant and have a baby. You still can. Many choose not to. They choose to go other ways to have a baby, like surrogacy, adoption. And it is essential that you are seen by obstetrician and midwives and make sure that they're aware of your diagnosis. Again, ask clinic that diagnosed you or contact the EDS UK for more information. So it's recommended that maternity leave begins early, from 30 weeks of pregnancy, or possibly earlier if recommended. And there's a higher chance of blood vessels or uterine ruptures. The timing of the baby being born will be up to the obstetrician. They're more likely to be cesarean birth, and they will need to have access to specialist vascular surgery, and the baby may be born prematurely because the cervix and membranes surrounding the baby can be weak or fragile. And there's also evidence that women with vascular EDS have a huge risk or higher risk of tears, lacerations like down there, because some women do tear, but there's more chances of this happening during the, where the baby's going down the birth canal, and they should be closely monitored throughout pregnancy, during birth and after. So the National Diagnostic Service are happy to give advice to obstetric teams across the UK. So for those relatives of someone with vascular EDS, as it is a genetic condition, it can start for the first time in somebody, or it can be inherited from a parent. Once someone is diagnosed with this condition, we know there's 50%, 1 in 2 chance for any children to have inherited vascular EDS. So if you need more advice, then do check out. I'm going to add everything, all the links below in the description bar. So that is everything that I think is important to say about vascular. I hope that this hasn't bombarded you too much. But if you have enjoyed watching and learning about this type, then do make sure you give it a thumbs up. And share. This video could help somebody that has somebody with vascular EDS to understand a bit more. Do check out the links below. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, it's free. Check out my website, worldsofdinky.co.uk, and you'll see what else I go up to. You will see my merchandise. And yeah, go check that out. So thank you for watching. Now take care everybody, and I'll see you all soon. Bye. Bye.